So your first wānanga were held with students in 1981?
81, then we repeated it again in 82, 83, 84, 85 and 86. And in 1984, because concepts were grown at those wānanga, and John Wilson and I had another discussion, and I said to John, you know, how about if we have a Māori unit? I said, you know...
Where did that discussion come from? Well, tell me something about that discussion.
Well, we'd been sort of thinking, well, the number of clients had risen in the hospital, the number of Māori staff had risen in the hospital, even though on the whole patient care was acceptable, but it wasn't always culturally appropriate. And so that corridor would just spontaneously occur.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to John, you know, what do you think of the Māori unit? He said, that's a good idea. So we decided to form TROAT, Te Rōpū Awhina o Tokanui. And anyway, we used to have these meetings up in the upstairs in the conference room down at admin.
Mm-hmm.
And because I suppose we knew that probably our Pākehā colleagues wouldn't be altogether that accepting, we'd actually had these meetings under the guise, because people used to say, oh, what are you for this meeting about? And I said, oh, we've got this meeting where we're having a hui and we're just talking about catering, so we used to call it Operation Lamb Chop.
Operation Lamb Chop.
Lamb Chop.
What was your position at that time at the hospital?
Oh, I was one of the nursing supervisors, psychiatric supervisors.
You were a supervisor, and John was a charge nurse at that time?
And John was a charge nurse, but he also used to come out and help me to supervise.
Mm-hmm.
And so we used to split the psychiatric wards between us.
Mm-hmm.
And so we used to have Operation Lamb Chop. And anyway, there was one Pākehā guy who was saying, gee, you have a lot of meetings about Operation Lamb Chop. He said, it's a wonder you fellas don't get sick and tired of barbecue. So I said, well, you're not a Māori, are you? But anyway, we were knitting all these, we were knitting a scheme together of how we were going to do this.
Mm.
And we had it all planned and everything. And I can remember the support that we had was incredible. Everybody was there, 110%. And we would map out an agenda and we'd have something like 20 things to discuss, and we'd just go bang, 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 bang. And there was no dissension. And people would say, right, yep, that's good. Next item, and on to the next item.
Who were the members of your org?
Oh, the people like Jamasina and Mary and Rangi Kenyatta,
yep.
Rangi Clark, Rangi Kenyatta, Ron Mackay,
Mm-hmm.
and even non-nurses like Y. Emery,
Mm-hmm.
Ruku Koraheke. Yeah, there were heaps of people.
What sort of numbers with your regular meetings?
Probably we would have had about 10 to 20 coming to a meeting. When we took our kaupapa to John Saxby and laid it on the table with it, John wanted it, the Māori unit opened yesterday, and because we took this term in May, and we said, no, John, hang on. I said, we've got to do the PR thing around the hospital yet. I said, all those people out there are going to jump down our throats, and they'll say, you know, why should we have a separate unit? Because we anticipated all of that. You know, we'd sort of done a SWOT analysis on the whole thing.
So John Saxby was the medical superintendent at that
yes,
time?
That's right. Yes, he was. I think he was deputising. But John was a beautiful man. I mean, so his waiter was Māori.
So Henry Bennett had left at that time?
Yeah, but the whole concept of Whaiora grew during Henry's time, because if Henry hadn't agreed to those wānanga, I mean, so it wouldn't have got off the ground anyway. So it sort of had grown from there over the years. And I mean, say 81 to 83 is what? 84 is about 3 years
Mm-hmm.
before that actually took breed.